Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy King Dion here, man. NBA 2K19, H-Town versus Sacramento, pick and roll, James Harden, buckets. What can I say? I'm really liking the game, fellas. Follows a lot of basic basketball fundamentals, and it follows quite a few advanced ones as well. You look at this screen and roll. There's so many things about this screen and roll that could have gone wrong, but they did not. And they don't. The CPU has a philosophy on they pick how they're gonna defend the pick and roll, and then they defend it that way. Whether it's the ice is much better this year. It is not just a jumbled mess. Hard hedge works this year without just completely just giving up everything. You look at this screen and roll here. This is a window into the improvements that were actually made with this game. Now, the casuals would not understand this. The people who tend to play park, and again, I'm going to say this every time I mention that, something about casual. There is nothing wrong with being a casual gamer. That is okay. I'm just pointing out that casual players wouldn't understand this and understand why this is so important for us sim guys. You look at De'Aaron Fox get caught up on his screen, right? James Harden has all the badges and ratings on this game that equal stud on the basketball court. So, that's last year's MVP. So what happens is De'Aaron Fox gets caught on his screen, and now I'm faced with Marvin Bagley, right? Now, this is a small detail right now. Of course, I pull, but this is a small detail. The way Marvin Bagley is playing me, he's playing me like he has sense, and he's playing me like a big. And what do I mean by that? 9 times out of 10, when a big is on a guard, that's a obvious mismatch, and a mismatch with a wide gap in like quickness and speed. They are already in retreat mode. They're never really playing you up too tight. So what usually happens is they always say, don't bail the big man out with the jump shot. But in reality, this is a shot that's always here, and this is a shot that you'll get the easiest. Versus if a guard is playing you, because a guard can recover and they can afford to play a little bit tighter on you because they have a better chance of staying in front of another guard. But a big has to give you this space right here, and he's also compensating for his length, but a lot of times it's not enough, So just that small detail right there is so amazing to me. And then he contests here, But this is not a good contest, and this does not register as a good contest. It registers as a light contest, which light contest ain't about to do it with no guy with deep range dead eye and like a high 80s three, not to mention a super high contested three and pick and roll maestro. Like, everything in this is just buckets for James Harden, and it was not disrespected. NBA 2K18, this coming off this screen right here, he got touched by the screen. The center would have been played super tight up on James Harden, and I'd have just blew past him and went to the rim because it was so easy last year. The CPU is thinking about what it's doing. So you get rewarded in this game when you run the screen and roll and you give yourself time to see where the shot's gonna come from. In fact, that's with anything. Like, even when you have a matchup on the court, you wanna see where the shot is coming from. It's gonna be easy to figure out if you can figure out where your shot's gonna come from. Like, if you're gonna take a drive on somebody, you're paying attention where the help is coming from. So you can either hit that man, or you can actually be buckets in the mid-range area. Playing with Russell Westbrook in this game is an absolute treat, man. Absolute treat. Love playing with him. Reason is because he gets down off the screen and roll. If they play up too high, then bam, that's lob right over to Steven Adams. If the big starts to sit back by the rim, that's pull up jump shot right there. And it's all just put together so beautifully. Does this game have problems? Of course it has problems, and more of them are gonna pop up throughout the year. But hell, I told you last year, if they got ball tangibility at least 90% right, this would be the best 2K that came out. I thought they was lying. I didn't expect them to actually keep that promise. I thought they was lying. I thought they was gonna come out and it's gonna be a little bit better than 2K18. I was not expecting much from this game at all, and I got it. And I ended up paying. I paid $100 for this game to get it 4 days early. I bought in to it, and I don't even regret it. I don't even regret it. I feel like $100 is too much to be paying for a damn game. It's definitely scummy business practices, but you know, I don't miss the money as much as I would have if I would have did that for NBA 2K18. I'd have probably been calling for a refund if this was 2K17. So it's a very well put together game. A lot of people probably picked it up already, man. Get your hands on it if you haven't gotten your hands on it already, and play it, man. And it's a different speed, man. It's just the amount of things you have to pay attention to while you're playing this, and you have to make adjustments, and the CPU is going to be making adjustment, and it just plays out as like a beautiful game of basketball, man. So I'm not trying to overhype this thing to you, because it's going to have its problems, because we're limited now. Like we're rounding the end of this generation of consoles. What I would like to see from 2K in the future, man, is just have different philosophies, and I hope there better resources become available as hardware goes up, and I hope better ways of doing things spring up. Meaning, people like devs sometimes sit there and brainstorm, and with the resources that they figure out new and innovative ways to use that. And that's why you get stuff sometimes like this movement system, system here. There's not a lot of foot planning, and it's from NBA 2K18 too, but there's very much a lack of foot planning in this game. A lot of sliding going on, but overall it was better, because what it did was just sped up a lot of things like offense. The game became much more responsive. But what I would like to see him do in the next gen, which the way it's looking is probably going to be 2019. What I like to see him focus on in 2K20 or 21, man, is just trying to nail down that foot plan. And I mentioned that in the other video that I'll be uploading soon. But anyway, man, peace out, people, man. It's me, boy, King Dion. Later.